Gold Mining Simulator. Hard mode. Well, in the last episode, we went over a few things, like, what the tablet in there will do, what all big machines we can get. Today, we're going to make enough gold to pay off our rent for this day. And hopefully, be able to start getting some of the bigger machines. Now, when I say bigger, I'm mainly referring to the mini excavator and all that other stuff. But I figure let's just get into it. Let's get this thing started. Whee! Get some of this Doug here. If it wasn't so freaking loud in my ear. Oh my goodness. Alright. Get ourselves taken care of here. So usually one full scoop here is right around 1% or just lower than 1% of on the mass. So you'll be scooping for a little while to fill it up. It's not the most horrible thing to deal with. Collect dirt. Gotta make money. Haha. And if you're lucky, you can find some invisible dirt. Just scooping right there. Look at that. I ain't even moving and I'm gaining money. I love the invisible dirt. Oh, there we go. Get more of it. Free money right here, kids. Free money. Okay, let's get to the actual dirt. I'm going to have to fill it up to 100%, and this one will kick it up. Perfect. Oh, grab our first bucket. So we can get some money. Some gold. It was an unfortunate smelting accident. Oh my goodness. One bonus though, if you accidentally drop it and it tips over, you don't have to worry. It does not spill. You can accidentally dump it if you try to drop it in the wrong spot though, so depending on what you're wanting to do, be very careful. Let's just fill up these last 3 buckets. So this is what we're going to have worth of gold to work with this time. Brouhaha. Oh, it's going to be so nice to have actual money. Alright, let's turn this back on. Whoa, back over and start digging. Ah, there it is. Look at that, another full clean out. That only took me a few minutes. And make sure it's in the same bucket because I want to fill each of them up individually. Aha. Aha. Beautiful. 2 buckets worth of gold-rich dirt. Yes, please. Now, back on we go. Whoa. Dive down in and dig some more. We're going to make all that money. That should be the full 100. Hot diggity. That's 3 cleanouts that quickly. I prefer to shut off the pump every time. You don't actually have to, not with the hog panning. When you get to some of the bigger machines, you have to turn off the water because they kind of well, as soon as you start working on it, it can rinse the gold away. Like on the one of the sluice boxes, it takes some grates, some like screens, and the mats that are underneath it will actually rinse away any gold-rich dirt that's there if you don't turn off the water. So you'll lose pretty much everything, and that begins to kind of suck. All the work it takes to fill that up, and all of a sudden you're down to nothing because you accidentally took one off half without turning off the water. Another example of me not believing things whenever I'm being told them. The game even tells you, you forgot to turn off the water, you're losing gold. Nuh-uh, it was full. Yeah. Yeah. Always believe it. You know I've been kind of goofing on, talking, doing other things. It's taken me less than 30 minutes to do 4 cleanouts. Now, it's when I begin to pan that it's going to take me a while, because then I got to get through all 4 buckets. But, come here, you. But still, if you were wondering how long it takes to do that much, to clear out as much dirt as I have, which ain't a shabby amount that I've dug out. But yeah, it only took me less than 30 minutes. So, and that's with me goofing off like I have been. But yeah, I think it's time to start making some money. Start doing the actual panning. Let's straighten that out. Clean out the water. If you forget how to do certain things, and you're sitting there like, what button do I press to swirl it, or raise and lower it, swirl it around, whatever, you can press Z, and it actually pulls up the actual list of things to do. So, gold picking mode is shift, using your mouse swirls it, WASD rotates, and then well, it says other things, but I use the mouse buttons to raise it up and down. I don't know why I'm saying page up and page down, but yeah, no, that's not what I want to do. Nah, I like to do the clicking to go up and down. Oh, that's alright. But, and once you go into picking mode, it's literally just rotate and click. So, yeah. So if you ever have questions, and that goes for anything, including driving the truck, doing any of the other digging jobs, anything, even walking around, you have a movement list. So, yeah, so you never have to question it. You'll just be able to know. Oh, that's the last pour out of this bucket. A full 4 clean out gold harvesting. Ooh, dumping out the water. That's fine. I don't need all that water. I just need to be able to see what I'm doing. Oh wow, look at all that gold in there. This one was a pretty good little batch at the bottom there. Very nice. Will put me above 3.5 ounces. Come on, 3.5. Yes! 3.5 ounces. Yes! Oh. That is beautiful. 3.5 ounces off of just four buckets. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous to see in that account. But I like to see how much of the provisions of rent I have to pay. But let me double check to make sure I actually did pay off that loan last episode. I can't remember. Oh, goody. Yep, still $7.50. Okay, good. Whew. Wipe away the fear. Alright, so let's say you've worked all day, you've got whatever you're actually going to do for the day, you're done, you're tired, you just want to go to bed and be able to actually work with whatever gold you have left. Well, sleep the night away, and after the game quits saving, you'll get the actual daily summary. So I processed 9.5 yards of dirt. I earned almost 5 ounces. I had to pay him almost 1.5 ounces of gold. So now, since I had the gold on me, I am now able to keep and use that 2 ounces for whatever I want. If you don't, well, no, I'm not going to do that again. That's just a waste of a day. But if you don't actually pan, let's say you just keep digging all day and you fill up all your buckets, you do everything you're going to do for the day, and you don't actually pan it out or don't use the wave table or anything, you don't actually get the gold. Your daily summary will say that you processed, 50 yards of dirt and didn't gain a daggone thing. But since we have 2 ounces of dirt, or gold, whatever you want to call it, it's time to head out into town, and I'm going to make me some actual money. Hello, my little friend.
Oh, hello. Hello, blacksmith.
So yeah, out of the two ounces that I have left, I can only process 1.3 ounces because I only have $128. So now I gotta wait 15 minutes to get that 1 ounce block of gold back so I can process down the last 0.7. If I decide to process that last 0.7 ounces, which I may not, just for the simple fact that, well, it's not even an ounce. It's not really worth it. But while I'm waiting, I'm gonna run over here, because this is the Native American, what do they actually call it? Blacksmith. Native Village is what they're calling this, I believe. Even though there's not much of a village, it's just a handful of totem poles and a small house. But yeah, they actually put some decent care into designing these. The game developers did, at least. And there's the story here. I believe that's the Native Village. Oh, no, it's not. I guess I was wrong at where I was considering myself at. Boat center near Fort Ripley. What? Bear Paw Lake? They've added more. Huh. Neat. Look at the map now. Have they changed things? Totem Village is where I'm at. Okay. I never looked at the actual map for where I was at. That's fine. It's still a pretty cool area to to see. I mean, granted, you can't see inside of anything, but a whole buttload of totems and all sorts of other goodies. Ooh, loading. Oh, there's another story around here. Ha ha ha. I like collecting the stories if nobody could tell. Even though I've probably only ever read them one other time, it's still fun to find them. Ah, there it goes. I knew it was called the Native Village. It just took him a while to add all of the stories into there. I want the dirt bike. Give me the dirt bike. Yeah. Vroom, vroom. Shh. It's okay. Ah, still got 12 minutes left. Alright, I'll see you when it's done. Alright, there's the goal. And as I said, if I wanted to, if I had the money to, I could do the next batch. But, well, right now I can do up to 20 ounces at one time. I haven't seen 20 ounces yet, so... Which may be a next episode thing. Get up as much gold as possible and try to get the full 20 ounces, which will take at least $2 grand to do the processing for. Alright. There we go. Sell gold bars. I can get 1,400 off of this one bar. That's awesome. Oh yeah, what was the gold prices? 1,213 bucks. That's not great, not horrible, but not great. I mean, yesterday it was over 1,220, so yeah. Yeah, it does technically pay to keep an eye on that. Ah, there we go. But since we're in town, let's see what else we can do. Oh, itchy, itchy. Okay. So, yeah. I don't think I went over the stuff in the store in the last episode. Because there is more than just a small batch of stuff that I grabbed. So there are transport crates, a medium and a big, that, well, obviously it's for transport. So, like, if I had 20 buckets, or, like, I think 3 can fit across here, 2 on the medium, 3.5 on the big. If I had enough buckets to fill one of these up, instead of transporting them one at a time, back and forth, I put them all in the crate, and then I can pick up the crate and just move the crate itself. So, obviously we have the buckets, we already bought some of those, and the jerry cans. All the rest of this stuff is just for show. There's nothing else you can grab off this shelf. You have a nice diesel-powered light system, which, obviously, as you can see by the sections, it extends out, or extends up, I should say. So you can actually raise it up and light up a bigger area. You got your fuel tank that you can hook up to your truck and drive to all your machines with. You got your 2 trailers, big and small. Obviously, with the names, they're big and small. One's a lot longer. A little quad, which this is one of the newer items that they just added recently. You got your nuggetator, which will take any of your mats or miner's mosses or any of that stuff, and it cleans them out for you, so you don't have to keep carrying back and forth 20 buckets. Out the back end here, once it rinses them out, it's basically putting the gold-rich dirt into a single bucket for you. Then you got your big water pumps, diesel and electric. Depends on how much diesel you want to run through. So you can either power it using the large generator that we saw in the actual large machine area. You can power this thing with it and only run the one batch of diesel while pumping water to or from anything. You got your mobile water tank, which is basically like your fuel tank, but for water. So you fill it up with water, and then you run your machines off of it. The magnetite trailer transports any magnetite you collect using magnetite separator. Mobile wash plants, obviously, big boy, little boy. Then your wave table that I keep talking about. I can't wait to have you. It saves so much time on panning, because you just dump a bucket in there and let it do the work for you. Then same idea as the big ones. You got your diesel powered and your electric water pumps. There's your electric generator. The first items we bought. And all of the power and water cables and pipes and pipes and extenders and splitters and all that stuff is on this shelf. So, that one would go from huge to the fat hose. This one goes from the fat hose to the regular hose. That just extends them so you can connect two of them together. Same idea for these. That extends it. That extends the short guys. Everything you could need, including the transport cables. So as you need to put up your big machines, or you can even hook them up. You can hook up pieces onto the back of your truck and drag them around. Depends on what you want to do. But yeah, different sizes, strengths, all that goodies. Including small work lights as well. And then if you go further down, these grates here are for one of the sluice boxes. This would be the only thing you put on it. And then you just take a little shovel here, and you can scoop out the dirt from it to get a little more. These miners' grills, these go over the miners' mosses to keep all the gold-rich dirt into it. And then these go to the orange beast. Yeah, when I say there's a lot in this shop, there's a whole lot in this shop. Including all of the parts for pretty much every item in the game that you can replace. And all of them have a regular and a reinforced variant. And yeah, thankfully, anything that takes a battery takes the same battery. So our truck and our mega excavator would take the same battery. So we don't have to worry about doing all that. But, the reinforced obviously breaks a lot slower than the not reinforced. It just makes a little bit of sense. There's our little water filters that we love so much. Oh yeah, every little piece and part. I mean, you could spend probably about a day just looking through all of the pieces and parts for everything you would need. What was it that I actually... Oh yeah, I wanted to see if I could afford either the magnetite separator or the wave table, but no, I can't afford any of those. I could get the mini wash plant, but I have to have the mini excavator for it, so yeah, it doesn't help much. But this thing is so nice to have. It makes getting through that hog pan area so much quicker. Alright, turn it on, and let's go. How much is the mini excavator? going to have to make some good money here. But now that I got 1,400 bucks, hey. Oh, did I actually? I didn't switch it back to... No. Back to settings, into the game. I didn't switch it back to ×1 speed. I was wondering why everything seemed to be progressing a little too quickly. Alright, how much is the mini excavator? Ooh! Oh, 7,300 bucks. Ew. 12,000 for the mini front end loader. Ow, so I need at least 8 grand before I can get these things here. The mini excavator and the mini wash plant there. Oh, that's expensive. Yeah, this here, the TDJ sluice box, that goes, that's where the miner's mosses and the miner's grill go. It goes on that before the dirt would run into the duplex jig here, or these two items here, the pump and the planter. And the grills, I couldn't remember, go into the ST sluice box, which comes out of the trommel. Or, you know, the other trommels that are in there. But yeah. So each of them actually have their own uses. This one just goes out of the shakers. That's just for the really big rocks that would gunk up the rest of the machine. Those really big rocks that wouldn't fall through the grates. Those just run off the back end there. So, yeah, everything has its use. And usually what I do is, whenever I'm ready to start building the big one, I start with obviously the cheaper items here. I'll buy all of the sluice boxes first, get them all put up, and then start working usually backwards. So, you know, from the bottom, start with the duplex jigs, then get the trommel, because you need 2 duplex jigs, by the way. Yeah, $82,000, $83,000. Yeah, expensive. But then I'd go to the trommel, then either the D-Rock, the D-Rock. No, I guess it's the shaker. That's the cheaper of the two, because that's $470,000. So the shaker, then I would buy the conveyor belt, and then the conveyor belt hopper. You know, literally working from the ground up. But right now I can't afford hardly any of it. I could get some of the sluice boxes, but not right now, because I don't have any way to put them together. Could drag them with the truck, but I can't actually put them in place. I think this is where I'm going to leave it for today. Looking out at our nice big plot of land that we're going to eventually get to and start digging. In the next episode, I would like to get at least 20 ounces of gold. I'm hoping, because that's going to be like $22,000 that I get from that one batch of gold. That'd be lovely. But right now, I think this is where I'm going to leave this episode. We got a little bit accomplished, but not a whole lot. Not today, at least. But we do have money. We do have a little bit of money, so that's good. Thank you all for joining me. If you've liked what you've seen so far, please like the video. If there's anything else you'd like to see, please leave it in the comments. Please subscribe to my videos. Thank you all again for joining me. Toodles.